Hi guys, it's Arjun from Signadot. In this demo, I'm going to be showing you how you can write a contract test within a few minutes using the Signadot SmartTest feature. So let's get started here. Here you see we're going to use the Hot Rod demo application for this demo, and more specifically focus on the location service whose contract we are going to be checking using a smart test. So the first thing I want to do is really show you the syntax of a smart test. This is written in Starlark, which is a subset of Python. And as you can see, it's just a single line that pretty much calls the HTTP API and specifically the locations API that the location service exposes. And the capture equal to true here is essentially telling the Signadot system to be able to capture the response and semantically compare it with the, especially with when you run it in the context of a sandbox. So let's actually run this smart test against the baseline version of the service to begin with. This gives us, at least it tells us that the smart test is able to now hit the location service successfully. And so we haven't really started to do the contract testing part, which is going to be the next thing that we do. There you see. So the smart test, it has actually hit the location service that's running in the Kubernetes cluster, and it seems to have passed. So now we can actually run it in the context of a sandbox. Let me actually create a sandbox first. So I'm going to show you the definition of the YAML file for the sandbox. So here, basically, we are encapsulating a new image, which corresponds to a code change, either in the pull request or even locally. And this code change contains some breaking changes that I've made to the location service API. Let's create a sandbox for this new code change. The sandbox is ready now. So now we have two versions. One is the baseline version and one is the sandbox version. So now we're going to run the same contract test against the sandbox version. So now the smart test will automatically compare the responses from both the versions and be able to detect any contract violations for it. So I'll give it a few minutes. Until then, here we can see the sandbox being created, which is the location breaking format that we see here. And you can see there's some intermediate sandboxes being created to be able to run the tests as well. So, and then we'll see the results published into the Smart Test tab within the sandbox details page in the dashboard. There you go. The Smart Test has run, and you can see that it has detected 10 high relevancy differences without me having to explicitly assert or check for any of these differences in the SmartTest code. And if I look at the UI of what differences it found, you can see that it has detected the name change, the field name that I changed in my new pull request or in my new Docker image. Change the name name to location name, which it detected automatically. So this is a way you can actually write these quick smart tests within a few minutes and automate this for your pull request.